Modern success is often measured by what can be seen from a distance. Social media and high-end marketing have conditioned us to view luxury possessions not as tools, but as the primary evidence of true wealth. Imagine a scenario where you are gifted this Lamborghini entirely for free. In an instant, you've acquired a peak status symbol and the immediate respect that society grants to those who drive supercars. But the financial reality of that status sets in within the first month. The cost to insure a vehicle like this is 5 times higher than a standard car, and every trip to the station requires premium gas. Even the tires cost a fortune to replace. Then there is the maintenance. An annual service can easily run $2,000, and if a specialized part fails, you may have to wait months for a replacement to arrive. Even though the car was free, the cost of simply owning it begins to drain your savings. This is the core paradox. The items we use to look rich often act as a secret tax on our actual wealth. This phenomenon was first described by the philosopher Denis Diderot in 1769. After being gifted a beautiful scarlet red dressing gown, he found himself trapped by its elegance. His new gown made his old desk, his chair, and his wardrobe look shabby by comparison. To restore a sense of harmony to his home, he replaced all of his belongings with expensive alternatives, eventually spiraling into debt. Diderot's experience shows how a single status item can force an aesthetic equilibrium. It creates a psychological pressure to keep spending, ensuring that every other possession matches the baseline of the most expensive thing you own. We see the modern version of this trap during every major tech launch. People are often tempted to abandon a perfectly functional smartphone simply because the latest model offers a minor feature change. This recurring cycle of upgrading for the sake of the new is a major factor in why 65% of Americans are currently living paycheck to paycheck. Science explains this through the hedonic treadmill. A famous 1978 study of lottery winners showed that while a massive windfall provides a short-term burst of happiness, winners eventually revert to their previous baseline level of satisfaction within a few months. Buying status is a game where the goalpost constantly moves. The initial thrill of a new purchase always fades, leaving the consumer with higher expenses but the same baseline level of fulfillment. Visible wealth also carries a social cost. In high-stakes environments like the expat community in Hong Kong, the pressure to maintain a certain image can dictate your entire social circle. When one person in a group flaunts a gold Rolex and insists on 5-star dinners, they often expect everyone else to keep up. This forces others to spend hundreds of dollars on a single night out just to maintain their place in the group. Projecting wealth acts as a beacon for people who value you for your utility rather than your character. Furthermore, broadcasting an expensive lifestyle on social media identifies you as a specific target for scams or robbery. Maintaining a flashy profile creates a social tax that drains your finances to sustain superficial ties, while simultaneously increasing your personal risk. High monthly overhead creates a lack of flexibility. When your bills require a massive income to break even, you are effectively chained to your job, even if it no longer fulfills you. The math of retirement is governed by the 4% rule. To live off your investments, your nest egg needs to be roughly 25 times your annual spending. Here, we compare a $50,000 lifestyle to a $100,000 lifestyle. For the high-status lifestyle, you need a portfolio of $2.5 million before you can safely stop working. By contrast, a modest lifestyle only requires $1.25 million. Intentionally lowering your visible baseline doesn't just save money, it mathematically halves the amount of capital required to buy back your time. Adopting a low profile allows for the redirection of funds. Saving $500 a month by ignoring status symbols may seem small, but it changes your financial trajectory when moved into compounding assets. If that $500 is invested monthly in the S&P 500, it can grow to over $500,000 in 25 years. Shifting funds away from depreciating status symbols and into compounding investments is how wealth is built and sustained over time. Reducing the financial burden of looking rich lowers daily stress. When you are no longer under the strain of maintaining an expensive facade, you gain the mental capacity to appreciate the basic necessities that provide lasting utility: health, shelter, and security. Living modestly also serves as a social filter. By not leading with your net worth, you naturally attract people who value your ideas and presence rather than what you can buy for them. choosing to look poor is an intentional trade. You give up the expensive performance of appearing rich to secure the autonomy that comes from actually being wealthy.